Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to be taking care of the dash. You can see that this dash, if you go to my video before, you'll see that this dash was just horrible. I mean, it had cracks all over so bad. Anyway, I took all that off of there with a putty knife. I scraped all the outside casing off. And then I took a grinder with a wire wheel and went over all of it. And then after that, I took a DA with 80 grit and went all over it. I'm gonna have to do it again because it's starting to flash rust a little bit, but that's okay. This is just ways for us to get rid of that dash or not have to pay $400 to $600 for a brand new dash pad. If this works out well, I mean, I'm gonna weld in metal in all these holes so that I'm gonna have a metal smooth dash all the way around. And I'm probably gonna paint it the same color as the truck, this green here. So I'm gonna take you along on doing welding these up and everything, and priming it and painting it and putting the fiberglass on it. I wanna try and smooth out all these wrinkles from when the metal was pressed. So yeah, let's get started. Basically, everything I just showed you is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut patches out big enough to fit in all the holes. And then I'm gonna, make sure they're flush and then spot weld them in or tack them in. I'm just gonna tack them for now, just to get them all in there and everything. I wanna take my time with this because this metal is really thin. I don't know if I'm yelling or not with these earplugs in. All right, so this metal is pretty thin. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just tacking them, letting it cool off and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the rest of the holes and getting those taken care of. But it's gonna be the same process on the rest of it as what I just did on this one that I showed you guys in hyperdrive. And as I get closer, I'll go ahead and bring you back and show you. And probably when I do a little bit more, like I'm gonna have to take my body hammer or a hammer and tap that down a little bit for the next weld and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the holes filled up and then I'll bring you back. So a little update. I have been patching this dash panel together. This is all the stuff. I got rid of the speaker. This part here, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that yet. But this is all there's holes right here. I mean, just little holes that I kind of patched up a little so that when I put fiberglass on it, it won't fall through. The little holes like here where the dash plaque was, I'm not worried about that. So the fiberglass will fill that in real good. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll bring you guys back when I put the fiberglass on. I suggest not using long strand fiber or Marglass or fiberglass and reinforced filler, because it looks horrible. And that's with short strand, much better. But I use the long strand just to fill in any low spots and spots that I really needed it. I wanted it to be reinforced. Like right here is this hump. I wanted it to kind of blend in with that a little bit more, because maybe we can get rid of that hump. But all in all, it's looking better. Filled in all the screw holes with the long strand and some of the short strand, like right in there. Then I'll probably scuff this up a little bit through here, and then I'll put some body filler on it. I'll bring you back on that with the light or the plastic body filler. So I wanted to bring you guys back in and show you the filler that I put on it. It's fiberglass filler. First I put the long strand over the parts where I welded and any holes or anything like that I wanted to fill up pretty heavy. And then after I did that, I put some short strand fiberglass body filler on it. And I haven't sanded it down or nothing. In fact, I just got done putting the last section on, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. And this is what I got. Kind of looks like doo-doo right now, but when I sand it down and put the other body filler over it, the plastic body filler over it, it won't look as bad. That'll all smooth out. This I'll smooth it out for the most part, but there's going to be some little pinholes or little bubbles in it and everything. This was just on to take up any differences, like right here where the speaker was, and I welded in the panel. There's a gap here and a gap here, and then it kind of dropped down right here. Well, you can still kind of see where it dropped down right here. And I want to try and kind of gradually do it, have it drop off. I don't want to have that step down in it. And then over here, oops, sorry about that. Over here, right here, was a square that was sticking up on the dash. Not sure why it was like that or anything, but there was. So I put some long strand fiberglass there to fill that up a little bit. When I get this, I'm gonna let this dry overnight. I'm not gonna worry about it tonight at all. I'm done for the night. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down a little bit. It probably won't be totally smooth, but it'll be sanded down a little bit. And then I'll put the other filler on. I'll bring you back when I get that far. So as you guys can see, I'm yelling with these earplugs in. So as you guys can see, I'm just trying to smooth this out a little bit. I don't know if you can, well, you can't really see anything like that. Let me get you out of here. All right, so you can see I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit. It's gonna have high spots like back here and here and everything, and I knew that. But I'm just trying to smooth it out and get as close as I can. But I'm gonna go ahead and just pause it here and get this done. I think I've already shown enough, wasted enough time. And I'm sure you guys don't want to sit there and watch sanding the whole time. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. So I have my fiberglass down, I've got my body filler down, I've got, I want to say I have one full coat of body filler on here, and on certain areas. And then there's other areas that I had to go through and put another coat on because it was just, like right here is where the speaker was. So it went down to the metal and I could feel like a step in there. Almost feel it still, but it's gonna have to do. But it's so I got a spot here, and then where these red lines are, I had to put in more filler to fill in the gaps and everything. Because truth is, some of the stuff, like there was a ridge right here, so I had to build it up so that it covered that ridge and things like that. The speaker was right here, and then it dropped down, so I had to fill this in so that it was all smooth. Now, I got some duct tape, and I went over the, let me back up here. So I went over the duct tape, or went over the dash panel with duct tape, because I'm gonna put it up here, and then I'm gonna have to put filler on the edges here and around here, because it leaves such a big gap in between here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys in hyperdrive while I put this on, spread the Bondo on there and everything. I'm hoping that the duct tape will act as a barrier where once it's the Bondo or the body filler is hard, I can take the screws out and pull this back out. We'll see. So I'll put you in hyperdrive. Well, I shut the camera off because I was having some issues and I wanted to find all my parts that I needed before I started videoing again. And my daughter texted me, so I forgot to turn the camera back on. Anyways, I put the duct tape on. I have these clamped in place. I'm gonna mix up some some fiberglass, and put fiberglass in here to fill this in as well as I can. And then once I get the fiberglass in there and decent, then I'll go over it with body filler again and get it nice and smooth like this, and get it all blended in where it looks right and not all scary looking. Because I just don't see, there's a big old gap here. That's probably good inch and a half, maybe, probably inch. And I'd rather have it look like the old one where it was, you know, wrapped over, and it looked, and you know, they look good. So I'll go ahead and now I'll put you in hyperdrive. Actually, no, I won't. Now I'll go ahead and mix the fiberglass and put it on here, and I'll bring you back when I have that on there. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time in hyperdrive for something that I already did on the other part of the dash here. Oh, as you can see, it looks pretty good. It's gonna look nice when it's painted and everything. All right, so there we go. We got some of the fiberglass in there. Wish I would have had some more to make to bring that up a little bit before it dries, but it should be okay. If not, we'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll bring you guys back. Hopefully I can make this fairly quick. I put the filler on. Let's see if I can flip it over here. I put a coat of filler all the way around on the edges. Guess you can't really see that well, huh? Well, there you go. And it looks, I took the screws out of the bezel and took the clamps off. And it looks like it's gonna work the way I wanted it, where it would just, that tape would help it pop out. Let's find out. Okay, it did there. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Ooh. It's working. Come on. Oh yeah. That worked great. You can see I had it all on there and everything, and it just popped right off of that tape. Let's see how the dash looks. I want to get the, I'm trying to rush because I don't have much battery life left, but okay. I'm gonna bring you over here. You can see I just put I put the fiberglass on there, and then I put body filler over it just to get the shape. Now I'll go through and I'll just kind of touch up the edges so it's not sharp and everything like this, or it doesn't have excess material. And then I'm going to go ahead and put more on here to bring it out, you know, at an angle, kind of up like this. It's going to be pretty thick on the edge, but I'm, you know, make it thick and then blend it into the rest of the dash. It should be pretty good. I want to try and get this in primer and everything before I post this video. That's why this video is late. It has taken me, I've been working on this all week. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody could do it a lot quicker, but with work and everything else. But anyway, I've been working on this all week. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to get it primed and everything. I think I've got the finishing touches here on it. It's all rounded, looks pretty smooth, looks pretty good. There's a couple spots where the metal came through, but it's not too bad right there. But all in all, it's all pretty smooth. I'm not gonna put it in primer or paint it, I guess, because it might just be a waste. So I figured I'd wait until I touch up the truck itself and get paint on it. Then I'll go ahead and spray this separately and everything. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like inside the truck. Ooh. Go to the other side and I'll push that side in. Oh no, not too bad. I think it looks pretty good. Oops, what's this? Okay, yep. I think it looks pretty good in there. It'll look better when it's painted. It's gonna be painted the same color green as the truck when I paint it. But that is another way to take care of the dash pad without spending a bunch of money. I mean, I know Bondo and body fiberglass and stuff isn't cheap, but it's Still cheaper than buying the dash cover or a new dash, complete dash pad for it. But I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this video posted. I wanna thank you guys. You can follow me on Facebook at Valiant Customs. And please share, comment, like, and thank you, and God bless.